All right, guys, we've had a few zippers coming off, so some of you may have a strand looking like this with no zipper. I'm going to try to show you real quickly how to fix it. Now, I didn't have a full-size inflatable here to do, so I'm going to show you on one of these bags. All right now we're going to show you how to get about 5 or so, maybe 6 of these coils off so that you'll be ready to add the zipper on. So, find the first one. Again, it's coiled. Take the pliers provided, or probably a pair of fingernail clippers would even work great. Get in there and you're just going to want to catch one strand with the clipper. First one's the hardest to get. Snip the little head off, go to the next one. Basically, we're going to start snipping these. See, I broke it now, we got more room. So I can snip this back piece off, just kind of pulling them. Now the front one slides up. Pull and snip that. Give you some room at the back. Pull and snip, push it to the front. Pull and snip. That's a little extra piece. Go ahead and pull that out. Push it to the back. Pull and snip. Push it to the front. All we're doing is creating a little space here. Okay. This doesn't take very long, but it's a little bit tedious. You want to probably clear up about a half inch of space. Okay. I'm going to go to this back side and clear a few more out. But as you can see, I'm getting some space here. With these scissors or needle nose pliers, you can get a little bit more. The neater you do this, the neater will look at the end, but honestly, we're going to fix it all with sewing. Okay, so that left me a pretty neat space. I can take a pair of scissors here. I can clean up a few little threads. But that's all we're really looking for. Now you're going to want to do the same thing at the bottom. I'm not going to film that, but I'm going to go do it. You can see I've cleaned the top and the bottom of these. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you how to add the slider head. This part's a little bit frustrating, but it's not too bad. So what I like to do is I kind of like to put them together. These two I did pretty evenly, but if one is further out, then I'll do it. And I start with one. Since this slider has two, I'm going to put that facing forward. So you see that gap on the side? You got to get that gap over top of this fabric. See, like that. And then once you get that gap over the fabric, that's why cleaning it up a little bit helps quite a bit. Force the first coil in, and the zipper's on. Okay, so again, I had used some scissors to clean this a bit. You may want to clean it just a bit. And you're going to run this to the back. You may not get these perfectly even, but try to get them as even as possible. And feed the other side in as well. Coil first. This part's a little frustrating, but you'll get it. And then you hold on to the back side like that and start your zipper. Okay? So now it's zipped on, zipper head's on. We're able to move that. I'll show you the free motion in a minute. These two aren't perfectly the same, but honestly, I run it to the end. It worked no problem. Right, now for the last part, we're going to clean up this area, and we're also going to make it to where the zipper doesn't come off anymore. So I've sent, and if you didn't get it from me, just get a little hook needle throw a little bit of thread on it, okay? This case I used some decent thread, some black thread. Now, above the spacing here, I'm gonna hook it under and bring it through. Okay, I'm gonna run it through here like this and knot that first one off as tight as I can. Okay. Now, I am no expert seamster, but I'm gonna run 3 or 4 of these through back and forth like so that there's no way the zipper is gonna come off again. Each time tightening. Like so. Making sure I got it tight. Once I got about 3 of those, I'm gonna clean up the rest of the stitching here. So I'm gonna make sure I'm getting fabric each time. Sorry about that. Working the camera on my own. And I'm kind of knotting it through to create a bigger, tighter stitch. This rounded hook needle makes it a whole lot easier than a straight needle. Tightening these up. You may be better at this than I am. I'm taking a little bit of extra time here that I got a little thread loose there. This stitch here, I'm actually running a little bit out of thread. I should have started with the longer piece of thread. Start with the long piece just to make sure you have plenty of room. As you can see, I pulled that last one sort of together. I'm gonna run one last stitch through here. Like so. Then I'm just going to tie it off here. Run my needle through to get as good as a knot as I can. Just so it won't come undone. Once we cut the thread off. Okay, then you can trim off your thread. A few little stragglers here at the end. Trim those with this. Okay. So it doesn't look perfect, but you can see it works. Zipper comes to a stop. Air's not going to get out. You're good to go. You've got your ability to zip your bag again, or you're inflatable.